Hello, I'm Maria from the Richardson Simple Living. Today's Tuesday, so we're coming with another vlog. I think we decided last week we were going to show you what German Sian does this week. So I've got the books out the basket ready, and what I'm going to do is give you a flick through of the current books that she's using, but they're not far off finished, and I did buy another book. The first ones, I'll just show you the front of them before we flick through. The ones that we're using at present, we've got the workbook and the study guide. So that's one we read through, and this is the one with all the questions in, so they're separate. But like I say, that one's nearly at an end. So I'll show you the one we're going to be moving on to, as Sian wants to carry on doing some German. The next one will be a revision and practice. So what I'm going to do, I'll swing you around. It's easy if I swing you around, and then I can keep the books on the table and flick them over. Because I find when I've done it, holding it up, I'm never sure that you can see it properly, and it feels a bit fumbly. So we'll swing you around and we'll have a look at the books. And we've got Sian, who's behind you. I realise when I say this to you sometimes, and I see the video back and I'm thinking, oh, Sian's behind, and it doesn't look right because it sounds like she's behind me, but she's behind where you're positioned. And she's doing some schoolwork today. She's doing maths at the moment, so we'll perhaps have a quick look at what Sian's doing when we've had a flick through the German books and I've told you about them. And I'm going to show you a bit of crafting that Lisa's done as well. Anyway, we'll flick round now and I'll talk you through the books that we're using for Sian's German. Right, so I've swung you round and we're going to show you the ones that Sian is using at the moment. These are a CGP books, and it's Key Stage 3, as you can see. So we've got the study guide and the workbook. Well, how it seems to work, I'll probably show you from the beginning. How this works is you've got all the, I'll show you closer. It's what she started on September last year. So you've got like your page that you read, and each page will go like that. And then in the workbook, these should correspond. So we'll find the first page. I could do with two sets of hands sometimes, I think. So like I just showed you the numbers in this one. I can see the numbers in there that I've just shown you. First page of the workbook is exactly the same, but it just asks you the questions. So you read through and all your answers for these questions will be on the page. So as you can see. So the same with each page. So what we've got times and dates on there, which then corresponds with the times and dates on there. And it's quite good because it's quite roomy to write on and whatnot. So we've got a couple of pages of times and dates, as you can see here. Now what happens then, you carry on like that, going through the sections, as you can see. Different subjects, being polite, that one is. And then you get to the end of a section and it gives you summary questions. So everything that you've just been through in the sections will be asked about in here. Well, perhaps not every single thing, but all the questions will be from this first little bit you've done. Only thing I find with the summary questions, they don't give you anywhere to write the answers. So we did use a scrap of paper to start with, but as time progressed and I thought, oh, the books are going to get a bit full of bits of paper, we ended up using a notebook. So as you can see, when we get to the summary questions, Sian just puts them all into the notebook rather than have the scraps of paper all throughout the book. So that's what we've done. We used a notebook. I had that notebook last year as one of Sian's, and this year I've bought all those nice coloured ones, but we're not going to change notebooks. We'll carry on with the same one. So she's got, let's have a look how far along she's got, because we date the tops as we do it. I mean, it goes through all kinds of different subjects. Let me go back to the subjects. It's got about your family and home, your home, where you live, daily routine and chores, parts of your body, naming parts of them, and health and illness. And again then at the end of that section is questions, and we were still using bits of paper then. It goes then through school and jobs, school routine, classroom stuff. And it's quite funny, because sometimes he'll put some daft little comment, or she or he, whoever wrote it, puts daft little comments at the bottom, or sometimes at the top. So we've got jobs, learn about different names of jobs. Then we're going to talking about jobs, and another summary question then to review that part you've done. Then we go into town, shopping, food and drink, and shops, places in town, then on to food and drink, learning the different words for them. We do find with German though that you get such, like here, such long words for smaller words, except for there for mushroom. But yeah, this is the one I've remembered best. Chocolade. Chocolate. Got to be able to buy chocolate if I go to Germany. Then we've got food and drink again. Food and drink. Clothes and colours. I mean, it's quite good. It sets out things that you need. Clothes and colours again. German money, the euro. Oh, we missed a page. What we got there? Oh, summary questions we went on to then to cover all of that section. Then on to free time, hobbies and transport. Pastimes and hobbies. And as you can see, the words are quite, straightforward. Don't you? I mean, look at that for a long word. Just to say I go ice skating. And for pronouncing the words, what we'd use is Alexa. We'll ask Alexa in English what it is in German, and she says, so we know how to pronounce words, and we'll practice saying them. And yes, I practice too. That's why I say we. Sian does and I do. So we've got going out and making arrangements. Same again, going out making arrangements. And it gives you like how to say the sentences and different things. And then the book will ask you the questions, and it'll ask you questions, and you've got to work out how to put it into sentences. Transport. Transport again, both pages of transport. Then some summary questions. Then we go on to phone calls and letters. That was quite good because in one of them Sian had to write a letter. See if we can find it in here. Where are we? What's section 6? So we passed there. The books and hobbies. Getting out, making arrangements. We'll find it in a minute. Oh, letters. Let's see if we can find where she had it. Yeah, there she had to write a letter, which is very good. And she had to include in this information into a letter, which is really good. So they practice doing things like that. Then there's informal letters and formal letters. Don't know if she's done some. Oh, that's informal letters. And we've got another letter here. So this was a formal letter. So they give you like the questions there, and you've got to sort of write it out in German how it should be said. She's done that one. So it's quite good. Hotels and camping, booking accommodation, countries. So Sian enjoyed doing countries, as you can imagine, and nationalities. She enjoyed that bit too. Then the summary questions. Then we get on to opinions and asking questions. And that's as far as we've got. We're now about to start tomorrow on nouns, capital letters and gender, because Wednesday we do German. So beyond that, they learn to say a, my and your, and then pronouns, I, you, he and they, the object, the dative case, then there's adjectives, words to describe things, and making comparisons, words for you, verbs, present and tense. So these are all like big sentence fillers, all the things she's learning now. Separable verbs. It's really quite a good book. Model verbs, commands and orders, talking about the past, talking about the future, negatives. Word order 1, simple sentences just like English ones. Then word order 2, these words change the word order. Then boring but important tables. So you've got to know the past, present and future. So it's quite a good book. It's not too difficult. It's quite good. And then there's a big summary question page, and that's the end of that book. So as you can see, she hasn't got a lot of it to go from where I just told you. They do have answers. I'm not sure if it's in this book actually or the other one. Might be in the other one. So yeah, that's the study guide. Like I say, like you can see, this one corresponds to it all the way. I won't show you all through, but there's the answers at the back. You do get the answers. But yeah, the things to do. And it all corresponds, each page. So we haven't got a lot more of this to do. Have you done your maths, Sian? Sian's waiting for me to give her a book. Yeah, grab your English book. Oh, there you go. Right, we'll have a look what Sian's doing in a minute. When that one finishes, like I say, we're doing one that's revision and practice. And I kept looking at this and thinking, I don't know how we're going to work this. What on earth do you do with this one? Because although I've had revision and practice before, it doesn't look nothing like this. But it seems, excuse me for how I film is rubbish. I must get a better camera and be a bit more professional. Right, so there's a section 1 general stuff with numbers. So she'll go through numbers again. And numbers again on there, which is not a bad thing to go through it all again. Time. Don't know if we've got some questions. No, they're just the extra boxes. Times and days. dates. So it's similar to the other book, and obviously it's going through everything, but then it seems to have that section, have the questions at the end of the section. So Vocab Tester and practice questions. So she's got the Vocab Tester, and then there's practice questions. When she saw that, I was like, oh no, can't do that, it's in English. But we'll work for it together and see. She might find she can do it better in German. So again, we've got practice questions. And then it goes on to the next section. So it hasn't really got a lot of writing or anything. And because she's done those books, by the time she's finished them, we may read through it, each section in one lesson, and do the questions. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. And then it goes on to another section, and it follows again with questions at the end of each one. We'll see if we can flick through. So like at the back of the book, there's practice questions and sections. And that's the format of the book. As you go through it, there's like reading sections. I mean, I won't show you this page for page because it's more or less the same as those books. But obviously, different questions and things. And it's just like going over what she'll have already done then. So she'll read section and do questions. Not sure how long all that will take. The questions, whether we can do it in one lesson, whether it'll have to be split into two, I don't know. Until we start the book, I don't know how it'll all work out. So I don't know if we've got the answers in the back of here. That's something I've not looked. Oh yes, that's useful then. That's very useful. So yeah, that's a German. I mean, they're really good books. I do like them. I don't know how we'll get on with this all-in-one yet. We'll let you know that when we come to do it, how we're getting on with it. So there's Sian. We'll just give you a quick say good morning, Sian. No, she's hiding. So Sian's doing some English work at the moment, and she's got her snacks there in case she gets peckish. And she's been doing other work waiting to be done there. So yeah, what else I'm going to show you actually while we're at it, let me just swing around here. I won't move it. Lisa, my eldest daughter, has been doing some craft work yesterday. Lisa's very good with crafts and art. She's quite talented. She'll tell you she's not, but she is. And she's done this all out of beados. And she's not had a pattern to follow or anything. And like I say, she's really good at art, and she can do her own sketches and make what she wants from it. So look at that. It's for Halloween. She's done it for Halloween. But I can't tell you what it is because she won't tell anybody what it's going to be. She just says, wait and see. So I thought that was really good. I just thought I'd just show you that. She was busy doing it yesterday. And I thought, I'll show you. It's really good. I think Lisa is going to do some artwork with Sian next week. I think she's got some days off next week, so she's going to do some artwork, take over the teaching from me for a little while, and do some art with her, which would be quite good. But yeah, I'll let you know what that is going to be, or what it is when she's finished. But it's for Halloween anyway. So yeah, Sian's busy. So it's in the morning at the moment, and this afternoon Sian's going to do some self-led work. Have you got any ideas what you want to do today, Sian? You've decided what you...
How do you spell achievements?
Oh.
Wait, is it either-ments or just no either-ments?
I-E and ments.
Achievements. I'll just get that out.
I'll sort it in a minute. Let's have a look. Where are you working? Where have you got to write the word? Achieve. Yeah, ments. You just need the ments on the end. that's what Sian's up to. Yes, so not a very long vlog today. I just wanted to show you her German books and how they worked and what they were like, and whether they're worth getting. I'd say they're worth getting. Definitely the two separate books are worth getting. They're very good to work through. And like I say, for knowing how words are pronounced, we go on to Alexa and we ask her. I think there's devices you can do on your phone and apps as well if you haven't got an Alexa, so you can do that. We found it really good. I don't know how we'll find the other one yet, and how long that's all going to take to go through that one, and whether we'll have to break each section down or whether we'll be able to do a section all in one go, I don't know. We'll let you know when the time comes, but I think we've got a few more weeks to go yet of the other books before that'll be finished. Probably by the October half term, something like that around there. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is try and show you all the books she uses. Each week I'll try and show you a new one so you can see what the books are like, whether you think they're worthwhile for you. You know, if you've been wondering about buying such books, at least I can show you some so you can think, oh yeah, that's okay, or no, that's not for us, you know. So I just thought I'd show you. I mean, alongside the German as well, I forgot to say, I'd been looking in Twinkle, and I'll just move you along a bit, got you wobbling. So I've been looking in Twinkle as well, and they've got some good worksheets for German, but it's in the paid section, so might have to pay. But we'll see. It depends how long this book, when we get onto this book and how long this takes. This might take up till the end of next July. It might go over that. But I thought, well, if we sort of stop so far into a school year, then what I'll probably do is download some Twinkle German worksheets and carry on to the end of the year then, that way. And then we'll see what Sian wants to do with it from there. So yeah. Tuesday, Friday, I know what I'm going to do on Friday. We've been and we've done a bit of filming out and about already, but I want to tag it on to Fridays because I want to show you, you know how I was showing you the comprehension sheets that she does for English, and I was saying some of them are quite easy, but that doesn't matter because, you know, you're after those little bits of knowledge or something that sparks interest for you to go on and do further things. Well, if you remember Sian, like the Vikings, we did that with the Vikings, and that's how that evolved. So we're going to do some show you some Viking work on Friday. I'm going to show you how it started her interest and the book she's using at the moment, and we're just going to have a little trip out and tag that on the end, but we'll talk about all of that on Friday. So yeah, I hope today's vlog's been useful for you. And one thing I want to say as well before I go is I want to thank everybody who's subscribing. I'm not quite sure how many subscribers I've got at the moment, how many new ones I've got, because it's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down, and it's going crazy. And I know mine isn't the only one. There's a couple of others that are having the same things, and I read somewhere that the algorithms were being altered or something. I don't know. I don't understand all that sort of thing. So I know I've got some new ones, but I'm not sure how many of you are new. So thank you anyway. I do appreciate you subscribing, and you know, I hope you stay with us. And thank you to all the existing subscribers. It's great, and I love you all to chat to me and whatnot. So please comment and have a chat with me. So yeah, we'll leave it at that for now, where I'll be talking to you all day. I'm going to go and help Sian and do what we're doing next, and like I say, we'll be back on Friday. So take care, and I'll see you then. Bye.